Welcome everyone. In today's video, we will continue with our lesson Geometrical Construction. So today, we will start with practice set 3. Our first question in practice set 3 is draw triangle with the measures given below. In triangle MAT, MA is equal to 5.2 centimeter, measure angle A is equal to 80 degrees and AT is equal to 6 centimeters. Now these are the measures given. Before constructing the triangle, we first need to draw a rough diagram. So we will begin with a rough diagram. Draw a triangle of any measure. So first I will draw the base and then the other sides of the triangle. Please use a pointed pencil for it. So once a triangle is made, the next step is labeling the triangle or naming the triangle, and then we need to write down the measures, whether degree or the length of the sides. So we have to write down according to the measures given in the question. Once the rough diagram is finished, we will start with our construction part. So I am going to draw my base first. Base I am taking 80 as 6 centimeter as given in the question. So exactly 6 centimeter I am drawing, and then draw the endpoints and label them. Write down the measure, that is 6 centimeter. Once this is done, measure angle A is 80 degree as we can see. So take a protractor, place it on point A and then mark 80 degrees. Make a small mark. Now draw a line from that mark to point A. So this is how we get 80 degree angle. Once this 80 degree angle is made, we need to make length MA. So I am taking my geometrical compass, I am taking a scale and at exactly 5.2 centimeters, take the measure exactly 5.2 centimeters. Once we take the measure, place the pointed tip of the compass on point A and place a mark on the line which we have drawn just now. So now from that mark to point T, draw a straight line. So this is how our triangle has been constructed. Draw an arrow and see to it that you label all the points or all the vertices of the angle. Lastly, write down the correct measures, that 8m was 5.2, so I am writing 5.2 centimeter. Don't forget to write down the degree also. So now the second one. Triangle NTS, measure angle T is equal to 40 degree. Length NT is equal to length TS is equal to 5 centimeters, which means two sides of the triangle are measuring same, that is 5 centimeter. So now the first thing which I did was drawing a rough diagram. Once we draw a triangle, we need to label and write down the correct measures at the correct sides. So I have drawn the triangle, written down the labels or the names, and then written down the measures also. Once this part is done, we will move to the actual construction work. So I am going to draw my base first. For my base, I am going to draw 5 centimeter straight line. Once a line is made, mark the end points, label them, and then write down the measure of that line. Once it is done, take your protractor, place it nicely on point T and mark 40 degrees. Why 40? Because it is given in the question. So mark 40 degree and make an angle. We already know how to make an angle now. So mark 40 degree and make a straight line. Now take your geometrical compass and take 5 centimeters on it using a scale. Once we take 5 centimeters, place the pointed tip of the geometrical compass on point T and make an arc on the line which we just now drew. And then make a straight line just as I am doing on the screen. Lastly, see to it that you label all the sides and write down all the measures, same as we have done in our rough diagram. Moving to question number 3, in triangle FUN, length FU is 5 centimeter, length UN is 4.6 centimeter, and measure angle U is 110 degrees. So as I told you, First thing, I am going to draw a rough diagram. As we can see, angle is given 110 degrees, which means it is an obtuse angle. So that is why I have drawn a obtuse angle triangle. See, after drawing the triangle, we need to write down the names of all the vertices and write down the correct measures on correct sides. So this is our rough diagram. Once our rough diagram is done, we will come to the actual construction work. So I am going to draw my base first. Take your scale, place it horizontally on the paper, and from 0 to 5 centimeter, make a straight line. Once a straight line is made, mark the end points and then take a protractor and place it on one end point and mark 110 degrees. See, just like that. Once we mark 110 degrees, we need to join it with the line which we have drawn. And this is how we get an angle. Take a compass and take 4.6 centimeters of measures using a scale. Exactly 4.6 centimeters. Now from the joining point, we need to make an arc just as I am doing it on the screen, and then join all the points. When we join all the points, we get a triangle. So this is our required triangle. Lastly, label all the vertices of the triangle and write down the measures. Measure angle U was 110. That is why near measure angle U I have written 110. And write down the other measures also. The fourth one, in triangle PRS, length RS is 5.5 centimeter, length RP is 4.2 centimeter, and measure angle R is 90 degree. 90 degree means right angle. So that is why in my rough diagram also, I am drawing a right angled triangle. So measure angle R was 90 degree. That is why I've made a small box there and written the measure also. Now RS was 5.5, so near RS I am writing 5.5. RP was 4.2, so near RP I am writing 4.2 centimeters. This is our rough diagram. Once our rough diagram is made, we will go to the construction part. Drawing the base first. First I am going to draw my baseline, that is 5.5 centimeter from 0 to 5.5. Once it is done, label it and then write down the measure also. Take your protractor, place it on point R, as point R is 90 degree. So 90 degree measure we will take. We will make a small mark and draw a straight line from the mark to point R. So this is how we get a 90 degree angle. Once this angle is made, we have to find or mark the measure of RP as 4.2. So I am going to take my geometrical compass, take the measure 4.2 centimeter on it using a scale, exactly 4.2 centimeters, students. And once we take 4.2 centimeters, place the pointed tip of the compass on point R and make an arc on the vertical line. Now we have got intersecting point on the vertical line, and from there we need to make a straight line to point S. This is how we get a right angle triangle with the correct measures given in the question. So write down all the measures, all the labelings. That's it. That's it for this video, students. We'll continue with the lecture in the next video.